There's a cricket. It's like a sand cricket. You see it? Whoa, it moved. It jumped. It's a sand cricket. Hey, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna get in here again. I'm in here. I can't tell if I'm really in here, but I can imagine you can. So what's happening with you today? Really? That's amazing. You're wondering how to fly? How you could really soar and fly and create a lift in your life? That would be just phenomenal. Phenomenal lift. So how do you fly? What are wings exactly? I mean, wings are these light, hollow, they're like flutes. So when you think about that, the idea, the concept of your body being a flute, a vessel for the wind of life, for the wind of spirit, for joy, for peace, for nature to move through. So imagine your whole body being a vessel for that to happen. And as you do that, you actually start to soar right there, wherever you're in meditation or just walking down the street. Because you, in a sense, you let go a little bit of your self. And the self, the concept of self that I'm talking about is this constrictive one where you're like, I am this, I'm a Republican, a Democrat, I am a Christian, a non-Christian, a vegan, a non-vegan, whatever. So those become, even though we love their little identifiers, they become kind of a constriction, not the open hand like we were talking about earlier. And it can make it hard for you to just be a vessel and see how nature wants to move through you. And so what I was getting at is, I'm not saying anything's wrong, right, or anything, or that you should be this or that. But the idea of holding on to it so tightly makes it so you're not going to be able to fly. To fly, we need to release and be a open vessel for life to move through us, and to be flexible and to be able to soar. And so then your body, this is what I've been finding lately for myself in meditation. I've been finding that this feeling of relaxing and spaciousness at even a deeper level, and that the true health and longevity and peace that I want, that I'm seeking or have been seeking, is in this moment right now, in me relaxing and trusting in the goodness of the universe, of myself, my body, its ability to heal, everything. You could, all those things, but it's really just trusting in the goodness of now, of this moment, and relaxing more and more. And as we relax more and more, we become an open vessel for how life wants to move through us right now. And that's where the magic comes. That's where the flight comes. That's where the feeling that you are soaring, where time goes away, comes, because you stop holding on to yourself and all the things and fighting. Because if I'm holding on to some concept and I have to fight, if I'm a vegan, I have to fight all the non-vegans. If I'm a hardcore Christian, I got to fight all the non-hardcore Christians and what they're doing. But if I hold that concept lightly and see the blessedness of being with nature, or the blessedness that I witness with God, or with meditation, or whatever, and it's very open-handed, and then I can soar. It can be, I guess, where I got the whole hollow thing too, was some of these are really hollow. And so we need to be like a flute of God, a flute of spirit, a flute of the wind of nature, and be moved by something deeper than just the self. And so allow that to happen. And as you're letting go, I'm always into letting go of things. As you're letting go of all the things, they're all in the middle of your little thing. So then you become a better flute. So then the music plays through you and you soar. And you open your wings and you just fly. See, I'm flying over the ocean. Do I look like I'm flying over the ocean? So you get to fly, you get to soar, you get to have that feeling of soaring because you are following a calling that's deeper and that's building through you and moving through your sacred temple, your body, your soul, your spirit, whatever you believe. It's moving through you and it's moving you into something that's even beyond your imagination. Imagine that, beyond your imagination. And so you are a blessed one. You are a beautiful person. You are loved. I would suggest, it's coming to me right now, hot off the press. Oh my God, I thought I saw another sand cricket. Is to spend that time when you do look at yourself, when you do look at the world, when you're looking around, look for the goodness, look for the spirit, look for God, look for nature, look for just what is good. Take your focus and have it really center on that. And one practice you can do is when someone asks you, how are you feeling today, or how are you doing today? I notice that usually I want to go towards what doesn't feel good. So practice saying first what feels good. Because usually when I don't feel good, about 99% of my body actually feels good. It's just like my neck hurts right here, but the rest of my body's working. And so that's the same thing with the world. Like we hear the news, which is like the 1% or maybe the 10% of what's happening. But when you look at the whole full landscape, there's people helping each other. There's a lot of good things happening too. Not that we need to ignore anything. But we could balance the scales a little bit there. And so you do that, and then when you're in, take some time every day breathing, and even if it's just like a couple minutes breathing and breathe in, feel where your breath comes in and lands and expands the easiest. Where is that in your body? Is it in your stomach, in your chest? Do that right now. Breathing. Where does it like seem to just expand with such ease? So take that area where it's expanding and keep breathing into it again. Breathe into it again and let it expand more. Breathe into it again and let it expand more and more till it's almost at the outside of like all your skin, all around your whole body, going down your toes, your feet, your feet, all the way up to your head, to your hands. And as you're doing that, you'll notice some areas where the breath doesn't want to go to, where you feel constricted, where that would be that place where, like, I got to fix my back because my back hurts. But if you can take that expansion, that feel-goodness, the place where life is, like, openly contacting you, take that and move that expansionness to where it's feels constricted in your body. It's a much softer and gentle and easier way. Sometimes that constriction will just go... And sometimes it'll just be an invitation for it to expand a little bit. And as it lightens and expands, inflammation in your body, beliefs that are not supportive for what you want, a lot of things sometimes they just poof away. And sometimes they just get ready to be released and you release them. So, and then you're like you're like always focusing on the goodness, and in a sense you're soaring all the time because you're seeing the blessings of life everywhere, even in situations that may seem really hard for you at the time. So you can actually get to that place. It's a place of spiritual bliss, but not ignorance. Okay, so the sun's coming out, so maybe you should go swimming. I see you soaring and fulfilling all your dreams. I see it, I see it, I see it. Way to go. I'm gonna fly. Well, I tried to fly. I better get back to letting go of things. Becoming the flute.